Good afternoon traders and welcome to Hautrader UK. It's currently Monday the 8th of June 2020 and the time is 27 minutes past 4 p.m. UK time. Traders, hope you're all well, hope you've all had a good weekend and are ready for the new trading week. We hear a lot of news this week coming up in the market, so we're going to have to keep our mettle on about us. If you're new to the channel, guys, welcome to Hautrader UK. Hope you're going to enjoy this little presentation that we're putting out today. Very short little demo video that I'm putting out for you today. If you've been here before, welcome back to Hautrader UK. Guys, if you're enjoying the content or you enjoy this, come across, press the bell icon, subscribe to the channel, leave comments. All of that sort of lets us know that you're enjoying the content. Now, I'm going to jump straight across into the market because we've got an order that we've already placed, although the trade is not live. But let me just jump across to the Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. Okay, so the Aussie CAD. This is the pair that we're looking at. And as you can see, we've already placed a limit order there, but I'll break down that in a bit more detail. But what I want to bring your eyes to, what I want to bring your attention to, we're here on the 3 monthly chart, as you can see by my cursor there in the top left of the screen. Aussie CAD 3 monthly chart. Each one of these bars represents a 3 month period. Okay, so each one of these bars, the white one, the red one, the white one, all represent a 3 month period. Now, if you look at the general direction of those bars, what you will find is that this pair has been in a downtrend. Okay, now so we've been in a downtrend, and this is what we're looking to try and get on board, this very downtrend here, because we believe that this pair is going to come down and continue further down. So let me just get rid of that arrow, that line. So if I come down to the monthly chart, what we then become interested in, as you can see, there's the downtrend that we've just been talking about. But what we then become interested in is this leg here, this correction here. Okay, and this is what we're going to try and jump onto to see if we can't then ride this trend back down into the lows. Okay, so what I've done, I'm going to go down into the daily chart, and what I've done is we have a level up here which is significant. It's significant for a number of reasons, this level, okay, which I won't go into now, but as you can see, we've placed a limit order. Let's go down to the 4 hour chart and then the hourly chart. So what I've done is I've placed a limit order here. So what I'm hoping for is for price to take us up into that area, hit our entry, and then continue on down. So let's see how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. I'll keep you informed of what's happening and see if we can't make this yet another successful trade. Speak to you all very, very soon. Take care, traders. Hello traders and welcome to Hautrader UK. It's currently Tuesday the 9th of June 2020 and the time, as you can see here, is 37 minutes past 1 AM UK time. Traders, I'm just going to jump straight into the charts here, just really to show you. We're here on let's go down to the 1 hour chart. We're here on the 1 hour chart of the Australian dollar Canadian dollar pair, and all I wanted to show you really is that reference to the earlier video that I shot earlier. As you can see now, we're now short this pair. Price has worked its way up into the area that we were talking about. You can hopefully you can see the little red arrow in there, which tells you we're now short this pair. So let's see how it goes, traders. I will keep you informed. Good evening, traders, and welcome to Hautrader UK. It's currently Tuesday the 7th of July at 2020 and the time is 22 minutes past 9 PM UK time. Traders, if this is your first time to the channel, I want to welcome you here to Hautrader UK. Hope you're enjoying the content that we're putting across, and I hope you're getting value from all the things that we're putting out there. If you've been here before, guys, I'm really grateful that you keep coming back, and I hope again you are getting true value from what we're showing you here on Hautrader UK. If you're enjoying what we're putting out there, come across, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, press the bell icon. All of those just allow us to know that you're enjoying what we're putting out there. And guys, I'm going to jump very quickly across into the charts because we have another little lesson here that I just want to talk you through. Now, The pair that we're talking about is the Aussie CAD, the Australian dollar, Canadian yen. And we've been in this trade for some time now. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to very briefly break down why we entered the trade and the outcome of the trade, because the trade is completed today, and I want to just talk to you through exactly what we've got here. So here we find ourselves, and I'm looking away from the camera now just so I can see what I'm talking about. So here we have if you follow my cursor up to the top of the screen here, you see we have the 3-month chart of the Canadian Aussie CAD pair. And what we have been looking at, as well as the fundamentals, is what we saw, okay, is we saw that this pair is in a huge downtrend. This is the downtrend that we've been interested in, okay? So and here we are on this 3-monthly chart, and what you'll know is that each of these bars here represents a 3-month period. So as you can see here, this pair has been going down now since January of 2018. So what we were looking to do, prices had already retraced up, and we were looking to see if we could still get on board this downtrend. Let me just get an arrow. If we could get onto this downtrend and ride this trend further down. And the thing about it is, fundamentally, we still believe that this pair could go down even further. Okay, so let me go down the time frames now, and let me just start to explain what we saw. Now, this first things first, what you will see here is this white dotted line and this green dotted line represent, the white line is a 61.8% fib retracement, and the green one is just a random fib retracement, the 67.8. Now, the reason I put that in there is because what I like to do is I like to have a zone in between the 618 and also this random 67.8. And the reason for that zone is because what I've found is, let me just fatten that up a little. Price will often go through the 618 and mess around in this zone, and then hopefully go in the direction that we're looking at. So that is the reason I put this zone in. I have this zone in play. I don't just like to sell or buy at the 618 retracement, because I believe a lot of manipulation happens around around those zones. Down to the daily chart. So what I had seen is I'd seen a push up into this area, into this. Let me just go back up. One thing I'd forgot. This red shaded area here, what this is, if I just come down to the daily chart, is, this red shaded area represented daily supply above the market. Now, supply is an area where you expect sellers to be, as demand is a place where you expect buyers to be. And we had this area here, which we considered as an area to sell into. Now, price, as you can see here, price was correcting quite strongly. And we saw this area as a potential area to sell in. Now, what I was just about to say is, what I did say is, the other thing that was where we had confluence was this 618 area was also an area of confluence for this zone. Okay, and as you can see, this red arrow here, I don't know if you can see it, just inside the shaded red area is the bar that we sell on. Now, that was the 9th of June 2020, guys. That was the 9th of June 2020, and I want to show you how this chart has played with us since that day. I mean, we've been in this chart. In 2 days' time, we will have been in this pair short for nearly a month. Now, this trade has turned out to be a loser. But what I want to do is, I don't just want to show you the winners that we have. I want to show you that we have losers as well. Guys, we lose a lot of times, okay? But it's only because our losers are smaller in number and also smaller in size than our winners, that we are profitable traders. Now, let me just show you what happened. Let me just go down the time frames, because I want to show you what trading does to you. And I want to show you why you need to have a discipline and a thick skin. And what I want to also show you is that having those attributes will still mean that you're going to have losing trades, but it's where you go from there that actually, that actually determines the type of trader you're going to be. Now, here's the arrow. Can you see the red? Let's fatten this up. This is the 4 hourly chart now of this area where we entered on the Aussie CAD. Now here's the red arrow. That's our entry bar there. That pin bar there is our entry. Okay. Now the blue bar down here, as you can see, is a 2-to-1 of this position between where our stop was and this entry is a 2-to-1. So what I was looking for, as per our rules, is that we were looking for price to come down into a 2-to-1 and to take us out, and then we would then leave our stop where it is. So effectively we're still at break even. So look what happened, guys. Look what happened. I'm just going to get my little arrow. So we entered up here. Price moved down into our area, guys. Look at that. I'm going to fatten that right up. Look at that. It was only it could have only have been the spread that stopped us from getting to break even. But by the time that I'd got back to the chart on that day, price had already moved back up and we were less than 2-to-1. So okay, I left it. I stuck to my rules and I thought, well, okay, I'm gonna let this trade run, because price unfortunately had moved up against us. Again, price moved down, and then look, here we are again. Look at this. Just look at this area here. Trading. I believe that trading is sent to mess with your mind. Trading is sent to mess with our minds, okay? Because again, exactly the same thing happened. Price came down almost into our stop, but and then bounced again on a dime. So obviously we created a zone here. Now, I toiled with the fact that, okay, we've had 2 touches now, we've had 2 near misses now. What shall I do? What shall I do? Shall I take off the trade? Shall I take a 1-to-1 risk reward? Guys, that's not in my rules. What's in my rules is to stick it out, because this is a long-term trade, and come hell or high water, I have to stick to my rules. So what has happened today is price has pushed up and price has taken us out. And guys, losing trades are part of trading. Getting used to losing as a trader is as important as having a system, because the backtesting that you do on your system is going to tell you how much you stand to, how many trades out of 100 trades, for argument's sake, you're going to lose. So this lesson here is in discipline, and although it was a losing trade, what you will see in the analysis is that we followed the same rules, and it doesn't matter how great your analysis is, it doesn't matter how perfectly you followed your rules, you're going to get to these situations where you're still going to lose. Now, I could have, there are many times in this trade where I wanted to break my rules and I wanted to get out. I just wanted to get out. I wanted to take the price before it hit my stop. I wanted to get out of the trade because it looked like we were now going up, but I stayed and I lost. And you know what I do with this trade now? I move on, traders. I move on. You know, I'm still bearish the Aussie dollar. I'm still bearish this pair, and what I'm now eyeing now is opportunity. So I'm not going to forget about this pair, because overall, if I go back to the beginning of this very video, overall, I'm bearish this pair. And yes, we've had a big correction here. It's a huge correction, but I'm bearish the Aussie dollar. So I'm going to be looking for another area to sell this market. So if and when that comes, traders, I'll let you know. But I just wanted to show you that we have losers as well, and we can't let it affect us up here. We just move on to the next trade. Okay, traders? So I hope you've enjoyed that lesson, and I will speak to you all soon. Thanks for coming on board, traders, and I'll catch you all very, very soon. Take care now.